Hey there. So today's video is about intents. Intents are functions you can use in Android to go from your activity to another activity in the app, or you could switch from one app to the other. So these are the two main purposes of intents. Today I'll be talking specifically about the intents which you use for going from one activity to the other and how you can pass data in between them. So for that we'll need two activities. Uh, this will be my first activity. I'll just give it a, I'll change the layout. Linear layout, gravity center. Okay, so this is a text view. I'll just call it activity 1. Increase the size. And I'll make a button here. A button to go to the next page. And I'll give an on-click function. I'll call it new page. So I now need to create a new activity in my Android. So I'll do that by right-clicking app, new, and I'll select an activity. You can choose any type of activity. I'll go for an empty activity. Main activity 2. That's the name of the new activity. And it's created now. So in this activity now I'll set the XML. I just need to put a text view here telling that it's the other activity. Yes, so here we have our text. I'll increase the size. Okay, so we have a activities ready, activity 1 and activity 2. Now I'll define the function for the next page, that is new page. So I'll go to my main activity Java. My function is public void view since it's called from the view. Now in this we'll be using an intent to go from main activity to the second activity, which is main 2 activity. So you create an intent by calling the intent. Intent call an object I is equal to new intent. The first parameter is the starting activity from where you want to start. So for me it will be this, which is the current activity, and the second will be the activity you'd like to go to. So in our case it's main activity 2, main 2 activity dot class. So our intent is ready. Now we need to initiate this intent. That is done by using startActivity. StartActivity, and I'll put my intent object, which is I. So this is all you need to call the other page. I'll show you the working. Okay, so here's our activity. I'll click go to next page. And yes, we have been taken to the second activity. So that's how a basic intent works. But say you want to pass some activity, say you have a username and you wanted to go to the next page, probably another page where you will need the username for some other function or any other data you want to pass. For that, we'll need something called extras. You need to pass some extra details along with your intent. So I'll show you how to pass extras. So we'll first create, in the starting activity, we just need to put extra with our intent. So it will be I intent object dot put extra. Put extra, it's a name value pair. So first you give a tag for it. Say for me, I say username, and then the actual value. Say I'll call it andromin. and say I want to put a password. I put extra. You can put as many extras as you want to. You just need to remember the tags. So let this be password, and the value could be XYZ. So you could source this data from your XML or from some database and say you want to pass it, this is how you do it. So the sending part is done. Now we go to the receiving part. That is in the second activity where you receive. So here we need to define extras, something to receive the extras. So we create bundle. Bundle, I'll call it extras is equal to, we need to get the intent. So get intent, the intent which was used to get to this activity, and from the intent we need to get extras. So our extras object is ready. Now we'll use this extras object to access the data. So say I'll create a string here, string name which was passed is equal to extras dot get and the string key. The key of my string, the first one was the username. So it's username. You need to put the right key and it's case sensitive. So take care about that. Otherwise it could throw an exception. PW passed. Okay, so this is how you receive your data from another activity. So there's a warning here. Okay, yes, you need to parse this to string because it's sending an object. Okay, now I'll go back to my XML for the second activity. I'll create an ID for this text view. TV, and then I'll display all the data I receive. So I'll go back to my Java. I'll find my text view. Here I have a text view. Now I'll set the text view. So received username is name passed. And the next part is received password. I'll put a new line. Received password is PW passed. Okay. So this should work. I'll run my code. Okay, here's my activity. I'll go to the next page, and this will also be passing the data which we mentioned before. And yes, received username andromin, received password XYZ, exactly as we sent. So this is how you pass data between two activities. In another video, I'll talk about the different types of intents. You could use intents for passing data into your SMS app and actually have predefined messages, or you could share your app or something via WhatsApp and you could have your predefined messages like a lot of these apps have. So stay tuned and thanks for watching.